Alrighty, you should have this paper. It's called Elephant Country. And you should have this from in the back of your book on page 335 to cut and glue. And we'll glue stuff on it. But I have a story I have to read to you about an elephant named Hector. First, I want to talk a little bit about elephants. I'll just put that up there for you to look at. It says elephant trunks. They use their trunks much like we would use our hands and arms. They also use their trunks in communicating with each other because the trunks make their sounds much louder and stronger. Their trumpeting and rumblings can be heard for miles across the plains of Africa, helping them to find each other. So they talk through their trunks, and so they also make sounds that humans cannot hear, and they use it to warn each other of dangers and stay in touch with their herd. A herd is the group of elephants, what they call the group of elephants. Now, it says that elephant never forgets. The phrase elephants never forget refers to remembering something important or special. So they can say like elephants never forget, they remember things. Studies of wild elephant families in Africa have found that as the grandmother elephant gets older, she never forgets the face of an outsider elephant. She knows if an approaching elephant is friendly or unfriendly. And the female elephants in the herd depend on the older, wiser elephant to tell them whether or not the elephant coming toward their herd is one they can welcome. So it seems that elephants do build up quite a memory over the years. So the older, like the grandma elephant, she knows which elephants and from the other herds and stuff who are friendly elephants and who are not. So she remembers that. I'm going to read you a story. I don't think that those pictures we're doing are they're just putting them where they belong, but I thought maybe they would show a picture of Hector the elephant. I know we do have an elephant in our picture, not Hector the elephant there. And it says, everybody likes a birthday party. And today's listening story is another party story. So we learned about the surprise birthday party for Dottie, right? So now here's another story about a birthday party. It says, this time it is a fanciful story. Fanciful. Do you remember when I was telling you what fanciful meant before? Fanciful meant that it's pretend. Because would elephants have a birthday party? Or hippos? Do they have birthday parties? No. So this is like a pretend. Like fanciful means like it's pretend. It's a fanciful story set in a jungle. Some people say that elephants have a special memory. Listen to see if the fanciful elephant in the story has a good memory. So fanciful means like pretend. Like it's not realistic. So Hector Never Forgets is the name of the story. So Hector put on his hat, picked up his cane, and out the door he went. So we know Hector's an elephant. Elephants would not wear a hat. They would not use a cane, right? So that's why he's fanciful. He's pretend. So the surprise birthday party for Huey Hippo was at 2:00, and he planned on to be right on time. After all, everyone knows an elephant never forgets. And Hector had his reputation to protect. His friends were always saying, Hector, remind me to pick up my soup from the cleaners. Or, Hector, remind me to stop and get to the grocery store before I go home. Hector was always able to help his friends remember. So he had a really good memory, and he would help his friends remember to do things. Animals were just beginning to gather in the meadow when Hector arrived. Hello, Hector shouted his friends. Quick, hide over here before Huey gets here. The other animals were hiding behind the bushes at the edge of the meadow. Hector saw a giant oak tree nearby with low limbs, so he ducked behind it just as Huey Hippo arrived. So it was a surprise birthday party. They were probably all going to jump out and say surprise, huh? So just as Huey Hippo arrived, surprise, surprise, happy birthday! So they all jumped out and surprised him. Huey was so very surprised. Melvin Monkey, remember all these, Sissy Snake, and Petunia Parrot. Boy, these are some interesting names, huh? Melvin Monkey, Sissy Snake, Petunia Parrot called from the treetop. And all the animals came out from their hiding places to greet Huey. Such laughing and playing had not been seen in the meadow in a long time. Over here, Huey called Octavia Ostrich, carrying a birthday cake over to the table. It's time to make a wish and blow out the candles. Chocolate cake was the hippo's favorite, and Huey happily shared it with his friends. Ooh, chocolate cake, that's my favorite too. Let me see. I lost my spot now. I hope you like this, said Octavia, as she handed a brightly wrapped gift to Huey. Oh, you shouldn't have, exclaimed Huey as he started to unwrap the gift. Oh, what a beautiful vest, he exclaimed. Did you make it, Octavia? Yes, replied the blushing ostrich. If you're blushing, it means your cheeks are getting red. So she was proud of that. She said, oh no, cried Hector. I forgot your gift. Hector showed up to the party without a gift? Oh my goodness. What? The other animals exclaimed. Elephants never forget. I did. I forgot to bring Huey's gift. I feel so awful. That's all right, Hector reassured Huey. I'm happy just to have all my friends here to celebrate my birthday. After that day, Hector's friends still asked him to help them remember things, but now they say, elephants almost never forget, because he did have one time he forgot, huh? This is interesting how we're talking about birthdays. So we had Dottie's birthday, now Huey the hippo's birthday, and we talked about two birthdays that'll be happening over Christmas break with Mason and Avery Lay. So that's kind of neat that we have our birthday stories and we have students that'll be having birthdays. That's pretty neat. All right, I'm going to ask you some questions and see if you remember, to see if you were paying attention, all right? Why is Hector the elephant so proud of himself as he leaves for the birthday party? He's very proud. And what does he always do? He is proud because he remembers and wants to be on time, and elephants never forget. He always remembers things, helps his friends, huh? What was Hector famous for doing? What was he famous for doing for his friends? Helping them remember things. So they would say, Hector, remind me to go to the dry cleaners and pick up my suit. Hector, remind me to go get my groceries. So who was having the birthday party? Who was the birthday party for? Huey the hippo. Yep, Huey Hippo. And let's see if you remember this one. This is a little bit tricky. What time was the party? What time was the birthday party? Anybody remember from the beginning of the story? What time did I say the party was? If you said 2 o'clock, you were right. 2 o'clock was the party. Where did the animals hide to surprise Huey? Where did they hide? Some hid behind bushes and some hid up in a tree, behind trees. Why did Hector look for a big tree to hide himself? Why do you think Hector the elephant would look for a big tree to hide himself? Remember, he found a big oak tree with the low limbs from the tree. Why would he look for a big one? Because he's big and he needed to hide behind the limbs. If he tried to hide just behind the tree, he'd probably be wider than the tree. You'd see him. So, yeah, because he needed a big enough tree to cover him up so you couldn't see him. Do you think Huey Hippo was happy with the surprise? Do you think he was happy? Yeah, he was so excited. Seemed like he was very thankful and happy with all his friends. Of course, who wouldn't like a surprise party? Surprise parties are fun. What did Octavia Ostrich make for Huey? What was her gift that she got him? What did she make for him? Do you remember? A vest. She made him a vest. And what did Hector forget? What did Hector the elephant forget? Huey Hippo's gift. He forgot to bring him his gift. Why do you think the animals were so surprised that Hector forgot the gift? Why do you think the animals were surprised that Hector the elephant forgot the gift? Because he never forgets. They thought elephants never forget. And this was the first time he forgot something. So they were really surprised that Hector the elephant forgot. All right, now we're ready to do our worksheet. So you can get out your papers and your scissors and cut. Let me get this set up in your glue stick. You will need a glue stick too. So go ahead and cut out your pictures. And I'll cut mine out real quick here. So cut out all the pictures and then we'll glue them where they belong. So cut first, then we'll glue. Okay? I'm going to get mine all cut out here. So it looks like in our pictures here, we had Hector the elephant. Did anybody remember the name of that monkey from the story? Melvin Monkey. There's a parrot. Anybody remember the parrot's name? Petunia. Petunia parrot. Petunia is a kind of flower, I believe. And, of course, the hippo. Huey Hippo. I got mine all cut out. I'll give you a minute to finish cutting yours out. And let me get my glue stick ready. So let's look. It says, cut out the animal pictures, glue them in the place that the animal would live. So let's look at the top over here. Who would live over here? Remember, you just need to put a dab on there. You don't need to fill the whole box up. Who would live over there in the tree? A monkey. Melvin Monkey. Melvin Monkey. So you can glue your Melvin Monkey down on there. All right. And who else would live in a tree? These are a little bit hard to see where to put them, huh? Who else would live? Petunia parrot. So you should have at the top up here your monkey and your parrot glued on. Okay, let's look down. Oh, there's Octavia Ostrich. So who would live down here? Let's do this one next to Octavia Ostrich. Oops, put the dab on there. Just need a dab. Hector the elephant. And who would live over here? Huey Hippo. Right? So you leave your hippo over there. They live in the grasslands. They live up within the trees and they live down in the grasslands. And I'm going to read to you our Bible verse. Birds have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head. Luke 9, verse 58. Okay, you can turn your page over. Lowercase j. Let's first talk about J. Close my glue stick up first. Let's talk about J and some of the words that start with J. We have jet. That's your book you should be reading right now. Jet. Jelly. Jacket, jump rope. And when you come back to school, the month will be January. That starts with a J. January starts with a J. We also have the month of June and July. Those months start with J's. I'm trying to think about other J words. Can you think of any J words? Any J words? There's no colors that start with J's. I'm trying to think of some other J words. Can't think of anything. I can tell you another J word. My first name is Jennifer, and that starts with a J. I don't think nobody in our class starts with a J. No, just me. My first name, Jennifer. I can't think of any other J words. So maybe I will as we talk more or look at more pictures on here. It might make me think of some more J words. Maybe you're thinking of some J words. I don't know. Hopefully. All right, let's write our letter J. Now this one's a little tricky. I want you to see here. You are starting at the dashed line. Let's look up here. This one's a bigger thing. And you're going down below, like on here too, down below the straight line. So you're dipping down below for lowercase j. So you're starting at the dashed line, going down below. So you trace these. Start at the dashed line, go down below, and give a little dot. Do not make giant dots because then they look like lollipops. And we do not want lollipops. We want lowercase j's. So a little dot. See my little dot? That's what I want yours to look like. So down here, watch how I'm going to do this. Go down below. Give me a little dot. Start at your dashed line. Down below. Give me a little dot. See how I'm doing it? That's how I would like for you to make yours look. Okay? One more. I might as well do it, huh? Down below and a little dot. I kind of made mine go a little longer than these. That's okay if you go a little longer. The nose. Hopefully you're able to see what I was writing. Kind of looks like I'm getting a little bit of a reflection. I'm sorry. So those are my J's I wrote upside down with my hand upside down. All right. Let's remember J says J. So let's do this down here. It says circle the word that matches each picture. So what is this a picture of? That looks delicious. Makes me hungry. Ham. What does ham start with? H. So you're going to circle ham. What's the am? You take the H off, you just have am. Remember these words, when they put the two words in here, they rhyme. So we have am, ham. What is this? You can see those on my bulletin board. Holds up my calendar and stuff. What are these called? Do you know what this is called? A tack. Tack. What does it start with? T. We have tack right here with the T. The other word here with the B, tack back. I'm going to circle tack. All right. Remember, a lot of times when we see a person, everybody's name starts with a uppercase letter. Oh, here's a J word, Jack. So we have back, tack, Jack, sack. So definitely Jack. You know, he doesn't look like a sack. Huh. That would be silly. Down here, we have J-A-M, jam, jam, with an uppercase P, person's name, Pam. Which one would we circle for this? Pam. You want to circle the person's name. All right. This is a suitcase. A suitcase there, but that's not what the words are. So let's sound these out. Let's sound it out. A. Remember, CK just makes the K sound. So a, K, rack. So we have rack. And let's put a P in front of it now. It's P instead of the R. Pack. Pack. So is it rack or pack? What do you do with a suitcase? Pack. So circle the word pack. And then we have, ooh, it looks delicious. Let's sound ram, jam, jam. Ram, jam, right. Jam is what's in that picture. All right, that's it for this paper. So get out your J paper for phonics and meet me for phonics, and we'll do our phonics page next. All righty?